Hey guys, welcome to Neat Movie News. My name is Dean Thomas, and this is my review for Finding Dory, the sequel to one of the most beloved Pixar movies ever, Finding Nemo. Now, obviously, Pixar is a movie studio that you can absolutely trust, and no matter what they come out with, you know it's going to at least be good. At the very least, it will be good. And before this movie came out, I was just a little concerned that maybe Finding Dory was going to simply be Finding Nemo exactly, only throw Dory into the main role. Thought maybe they're just going to take the exact story, copy and paste it right into this new movie. But it wasn't until that final trailer came out that really swayed me the other way. I've seen enough new stuff, maybe a different twist on the story. Now, obviously, the story isn't that original. It's still somebody kind of more or less getting lost or going out on their own, and the other characters trying to find them. This time, instead of trying to find Nemo, Dory's trying to find her parents, and Marlin, I believe is the father's name, and Nemo are out trying to make sure she's okay and trying to get to her as well. So you've got all that going on. Now I have to say, Finding Nemo was one of those movies that was always on when I was a kid, almost to the point of where I got sick of it, to be honest. So that's what was really great, was finally getting back into this world that they live in, back into the ocean with these characters, watching them do new things. There was just so much great stuff in this movie, to be honest with you, especially the first hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. This movie really relies on the humor, especially, and I found the humor to work so well. I laughed so many times throughout this movie. And if you guys remember that part that came out in that second trailer of where it's like Greg, the crazy looking sea lion on the rock, and they chase him off or whatever, no, I saw that coming. But our friend Chris, who we went with, did not. And I mean, he lost it at that part, laughing so hard. And it was just an absolutely fantastic time at the movies. Everybody was having a great time, especially all the kids in the theater. And I have to say, what Pixar does so well is they always send a nice little message in their movie. Where Finding Nemo was kind of, if you had a physical handicap, you could still be anything you wanted to. You could still do anything. Yes, it was very much based on a father-son relationship, but there was still the underlying thing of Nemo has a handicap with his lucky fin. And I think what's great about Finding Dory is they took that and they did it with some sort of mental handicap that anybody could have. Dory obviously is her memory loss. And I think the way they play on that, and they still tell you that you can do anything, and it doesn't matter that you have this mental handicap, it's who you truly are and what you're trying to do that matters. So I think there's a great message to take away from this. I think kids can learn a lot, and I think anybody and any kid with some sort of mental handicap, this movie would be absolutely a fantastic watch for them and would really be something special for them to watch. And that's one of the things I love about Pixar is you just have a good time and they really can pull at your heartstrings. Now, Finding Dory did not pull at my heartstrings as much as Finding Nemo did or most other Pixar movies. It didn't quite work for me on all the levels. It felt a little convenient cliche at times with some of the plot points and how it worked and weaved itself through. But at the same time, the first 5 to 10 minutes, you're following Dory as a baby, as a really young fish. And I have to say, I absolutely fell in love with this young Dory. She's so adorable. Everything she does is so innocent. And it's not even meant to be sad. Maybe it's because I knew kind of what was coming because we know Dory doesn't have her parents with her in her life. But I was kind of getting a little teary-eyed just the first 5 to 10 minutes watching this little young Dory swim around trying to be everything she could even though she had this memory loss problem. And I don't know, I just fell in love with young Dory so much. And there's so many things in this movie that I loved. Like I said, the story isn't the most original. And the ending 10 or 15 minutes gets a little ridiculous and over the top. Obviously, with Pixar, it's animated. They're talking fish. But it's still within their world. Things could get a little crazy, but it made sense for this world. This movie starts to deal with the human world a little bit at the end, and it's where things that take place there get a little ridiculous and crazy and over the top, where it's just not quite believable anymore. But nonetheless, it's still entertaining, and it's still a fun, enjoyable movie that I really liked watching. So I will give Finding Dory an 85%. I laughed so much with it. Like I said, I found myself getting teary-eyed at times. And I just had a lot of fun with it. It was a great experience with all my friends going, we're all in our 20s now, going to see Finding Dory opening night. So we kind of find that funny, but we enjoy it. We're going to keep seeing Pixar movies because they're always good. So it's Finding Dory in 85%. And I think it's worth mentioning, being a Pixar movie, that they always have those little shorts in front of the movie. And this one was really, really well done. It was really funny. There's no dialogue at all. But it might be one of my favorite shorts they've ever done. And I also thought the thing about Pixar is their animation. That short, it could be real. The birds, you can tell just a little bit that they're animated, but the environment, it looks completely real. It's incredible. So look forward to the short before Finding Dory as well. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What did you think of Finding Dory if you saw it? And if you haven't seen it yet, why haven't you seen it yet? You should have seen it by now. It's Friday night. Come on. Make sure you're following me on Twitter as well at Neat Movie News for all the latest in the world of movie news. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you back here next time.